Bill Shatner.
Hello there.
How are you?
So well, thank you.
I'm glad you were able to take the time out to speak to us today here on Long Island.
You were my first choice.
If we were your first choice,
Go.
I was going to say the first choice would be for you to be on Long Island, and maybe you'll add some dates. But as of right now, you're going to be not too far from Long Island. You're going to be coming just a few weeks. On February 10th, you're going to be in Red Bank at the Basie Center, and in Englewood, New Jersey on February 11th in the Bergen PAC. And you're out on the road. People are going to watch Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, and then you are going to come out and you're going to answer questions and talk about stories. So are you looking forward to this? And I guess the one thing I want to ask, what's the one question that you don't want to ask when you go out to there? So if people are listening right now, they know not to ask this question.
I instantly, two thoughts. Don't ask my age, or let me tell you my age so you'll be kind. No, there's nothing you can ask that I'll answer. You know, you're going to ask me some devious question, and I'll talk about the weather. Actually, Long Island. I performed on Long Island, the big town, and I had to get to Chicago, and we were flying, and a snowstorm was coming up from the south. I guess it was like a snow sou'wester, and it was coming up to, and it was coming to New York City, but I could get out of there at 10:30 at night. We hop in the car, and we're going to drive to New Jersey, the airport in New Jersey, and it's closed. Then we're going to we'll drive to Hartford where we can pick up. No, it's closed. The LaGuardia, it's closed. JFK, the blizzard is coming. Jesus, I got to get to. We'll take this little car and we'll drive the 12 hours. The guy who worked the computer and me. And the guy who worked the computer, Lucky Dave, doesn't drive. I'm driving. I drive on the edge of, 4 or 5 years ago, there was a huge blizzard, and I just was on the edge of it. Snow was coming down. Cars, trucks were pulling off the road, and I had to get to Chicago. And I drove the 12 hours, got there, got an hour of sleep and performed, and then had to drive to Detroit. But I was so determined. The theater guy said, "Well, don't kill yourself because I'll cancel." I said, "No, don't cancel." That was a transformative experience, driving this little car that I had rented from Newark Airport to Long Island. You know, you can take your choice of cars when you rent a car, and there was this one of those little cars that I'd never driven. Well, I'll drive that. It's just 40 miles to the theater and 40 miles back. I'll take that one, and that was the one that I had to get going from Long Island to Chicago. It was wild. That was a wild experience. I hope it doesn't snow when I get to your theater.
Going to say, I hope it doesn't snow when you come back here this time around. And that's going to be just in a few weeks, February 10th at Red Bank at the Basie Theater and February 11th at the Bergen PAC. And we have William Shatner on the line. You know, you've been in this business over 60 years. And is there anything that still excites you that you haven't done yet? I mean, you've done just about everything. You've even gone into space. So what is it that you would like to do?
Are you aware that you and I are talking for the first time?
This is actually the second time.
Are you aware this is the second time you and I talk?
I am aware.
Are you aware of how exciting that is?
Well, they say with age comes wisdom, and age also comes with suaveness. You are, I got to pick these tips up. And
I'm a suave, wise guy? No, I know nothing. What you learn as you get older is nobody knows anything, including you. I don't mean you, I mean me.
I don't know that much, but, you know.
In fact, you may be the one guy that knows everything. I know nothing. That's it. What is so disappointing is you think, all right, I'm going to get some knowledge. I'll have some surcease from sorrow. No, it doesn't happen. The older you get, the more forlorn you become when you realize we don't know anything.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
That commercial, nothing is everything. And what the hell does that mean? Nothing is everything. Well, that's what it means. You don't know anything.
And these are the stories that you're going to be talking about and telling when you're there on stage.
I will be much more amusing.
I was going to say, I hope you know something that night.
That's a downer. No, I know when I'm on stage, I know everything. Are you kidding? I'm suave.
So the last time we spoke, you had an interesting story that I would repeat, and you probably remember it. You had told me, and there are some people that may not know that the Michael Myers mask is based on your face. And you had said you went trick-or-treating with your daughter when the movie first came out, Halloween, and there was a real nasty woman who was at the door, and you had the Michael Myers mask on, and then you decided to pull the mask up and reveal your face, and you said scared the crap out of her.
Well, that's me. Yeah, I wasn't. She wasn't. I don't remember her being mean or anything. But trick or treat, no treat. Okay, here's the trick. And I yanked that mask off, and she screamed. Yeah.
You also had a bunch of stories that you talked about in a book. You just came out with another book, Boldly Go: Reflections.
Boldly Go. Yeah, that's out there. And there's an album called Bill on Spotify. But what I'm really looking forward to doing is being in your town of Red Bank and Inglewood, and I'm going there with Star Trek II, the Wrath of Khan. It's been refurbished, and it's got new color and sound, and it'll be on the big screen. So it's a really good film. It really stands up, and it's a moving film. People talk about being emotionally moved by the film, and then I come out on stage and everybody looks at me and says, "Is that what he's become?" And they're emotionally moved when they see me in person. So I'll come out on stage, 40 years older than what I was like in the movie, and have fun with the audience. They'll ask questions the way you're asking questions, and I'll try and amuse and amaze them. And it's usually a great evening in the theater. So think of what you're getting for your buck, or whatever you're paying, the movie, and then me, all in one evening. It's overwhelming.
And tickets are relatively inexpensive. I believe you can get some for as low as about $20 on a site called Vivid Seats. And that, again, is going to be on February 10th in Red Bank at the Bay Sea Theater, and then on the 11th, just a few towns over in Englewood at the Bergen PAC. And I know that your time is sort of limited there, Mr. Shatner. So I do have a fan of your work that is in studio right now. His name is Big Mike. So I guess this could be like almost a dress rehearsal, because he'll ask a question, and then you get to experience it. So, Mike, step up to the plate, please.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Mr. Shatner. I appreciate your time.
Why are you called Big Mike?
Well, everything in general, sir, but one thing in particular. Yeah, you understand that, yeah.
Are you a big guy?
I am a big guy. And
does your bigness extend to your biceps and your other muscles?
Yes, every part of Big Mike is big, Captain.
Oh, wow. Okay. Can we advertise? Can we advertise that?
Yes.
Can we put that in the commercial?
Absolutely.
Every part of Big Mike is big. Comes to be Big Mike, the 10th and the 11th in Redwood and in Englewood. What's your question, Mike?
So obviously I'm a big fan, and I wish my father was around to hear me being able to talk to you.
Was your father as big as you?
Yes, even bigger, sir, in stature and in spirit. But I just want to share this memory with you. The only movie my entire family, my mother, my father, my brother, and I went to go see was Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, which is...
Kidding.
I swear to God, it was...
I disappoint you?
No, it really... I think because of the memory with my family, it's my favorite of all the movies, and I'm not
fantastic.
I'm not lying. I actually went out to Yosemite and took a picture and had a marshmallow in front of El Cap.
Kidding.
I swear to God, it did it.
I may have to require you to tour with me and give that testimony.
Sign me up, Captain. Anything for you. But the question I had was, before you got into acting, did you ever think you were going to be so interwoven into people's lives that obviously now for generations, did you ever think that was going to happen?
Of course not. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, I just blundered along. I mean, I had a talent, and it made me feel good, but it was out of the question to be a professional actor. I thought, and my family thought, and then, I got one professional job and made a little money, and well, maybe I could do this. And it just evolved. I had no idea, no concept of, no plan. I'll go here, I'll go there. Just fate carried me along, and here I am. There was no plan involved here at all.
It's Rob Rush. That was Big Mike asking the question to Mr. Shatner. William Shatner is going to be coming to our area, Red Bank, New Jersey, the Basie Center on February 10th. February 11th in Englewood, he'll be at the Bergen PAC. And we thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. It was a pleasure
to talk to you, and I look forward to seeing you.
I look forward to seeing you. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the tour.